Alright, jumping into a new tournament for X Potion and Rename Card. Seeded again. Okay, this is exactly what happened last time we were seeded. So yeah, jumping into it, we're gonna get seeded. So we'll watch this game go by. Knob Guado staying with Luka Goers. Kolikin staying with Guado Glories. Everyone's staying. No one's moving. But yeah, let's jump into it. Alright, X Potion and Rename Card. So definitely really want X Potion, of course. Rename Card we don't care as much about. But I was commenting. I was talking about kind of the switch of plans for this channel in how we record Blitzball. So I'm not going for as much passing because I feel like it's just boring to a certain degree. So yeah, I'm going to be going for a lot more shots. Oh jeez. Oh no. Okay, so like right as I got the ball, my controller died. Or like it didn't die, but like it's plugged in, and for some reason like it turned off. But yeah, we're gonna pass back to Zamzy Ronso. We're gonna be doing a little bit of passing, like a minute or two, but we're not gonna spend like 5 minutes a half passing, just because I feel like that gets really, I don't know, it's not very interesting, and I don't know. I think that's part of the reason I got burnt out originally, because it's such a repetitive like task. I mean, in general, in all honesty, like Blitzball can be a repetitive game, but passing definitely didn't help. So yeah, we're gonna push it up a little bit. Definitely getting some pressure here from Dotto. Obviously, Dotto incredibly fast, so not really gonna be an easy one to get past. We'll take 2 tackles. I probably didn't need to do that, but I didn't know what the goalie was looking like, and I could lose the ball because of this. Oh no. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. So our guy Ronso knocked out. Definitely going to put us in an awkward position. There's definitely a chance they score here. That's kind of the situation we're at right now. There's a very probable chance they score here. The only benefit, oh yeah, they score. The only benefit to that is now our guy Ronso wakes up, which is pretty cool. Alright, so newbie Ronso starts with the ball. We're already 1 behind. I'm going to pass to Zamzy Ronso. I'm trying to think if there's any justification to try to push up with Zamzy Ronso. I mean, he's a pretty weak player in general, as you can imagine. Hope to seek Ronso. I'm trying to think. Like, there's got to be a good way to do this, right? That's really what it's trying to pinpoint. Like, what's the best way? Come on, our guy Ronso, please move, my dude. Oh my gosh, he's just standing still. Oh, it is a pretty big mistake on my part. So we could definitely lose this game just from me playing poorly. But this is going to get interesting. If he scores again, oh, he actually has half shoot, so maybe not. But if we go down 2-0, then it is going to be interesting just because we're going to put ourselves on the clock. We're not going to have too much time to actually do anything, and it's just going to make the game that much more intense, I feel. Going for the shot, definitely not good because that's a 16 shoot and is not meant to try to score goals. But, you know, he can do him, I guess. Dude, just out of luck and running out of time. That's really the defining thing in this game, I feel, right now. So I think the end of all this, my main goal at this point is to get at least 1 goal this half, regardless of what happens. Ideally, I just want to tie it up. I mean, they could definitely score and put us in a bad situation. But if they don't and we tie it up, we're not completely screwed is kind of the place we put ourselves at. So Nuvi Ronso does have the ball now. Incredibly good player. So not too worried about anything bad happening here. gonna pass over to our guy Ronso, and with about a minute left, like, we're good. Like, this isn't gonna miss. I mean, it could, but I very much doubt it, because obviously Roddy has high risk on, so 17 catches, so bad, it's unbelievably bad. Yeah, it's going to be tied 1-1. They've got about 45 seconds left, so it's not impossible for them to score. But it is improbable, just because, you know, not a lot of time. Yeah. Now, after recording this, it's, so I scheduled my uploads to go up, like, on, like, the 16th, 17th, 18th, and then this will be the 19th. I'm feeling like after this, though, I should probably, record some Sphere Break. I'm not sure. I gotta get back on that. Right now, I'm at the point where I can play the tournament in Chapter 3, and that's gonna be where the bulk of the recording is done, I believe. The only reason I say I believe is because I've never played the international version of Final Fantasy X-2, where, like, apparently they have more opponents, I believe. But I feel like I could be wrong, but I feel like the tournament has the most opponents. But we'll see. It's going to be exciting. Alright, so we are tied up 1-1. Got a little bit of pressure here, you know. Hopefully not going to lose. That's the goal. So Barrett does start with the ball. Fortunately, of course, we've got, I believe, newbie Ronso in the midfield, so always just that wall of defense there with him. I mean, his block isn't super good, but it's good enough to lower that shoot dramatically. We're going to pass to Zanzi Ronso, then to Beseek Ronso. Basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to reset the clump of characters in the middle there. I know that definitely becomes a little bit weird. Well, we've never really done that before because we focus so much on passing. But a very good strategy is to pass to your defenders regardless of if you're trying to get experience, just to free up that middle clump that forms from encounters at the beginning of the game. It's pretty, I mean, honestly, I think for strategy it's pretty important. It's actually kind of essential because there's not any other way to really, it's the best way I could think of to actually, like, gain control of the field and not have guaranteed encounters every, like, 2 seconds. The only other way is if you just have a naturally quick team, then you could just, like, pass to one of your star players like Brother or Nettis or Dotto, anyone with pretty high speed, and then can just swim around and get the pursuits from other players. But because of their speed, they're just never caught. Speed is such a broken stat, though. It really is. I really think if I was gonna rebalance this game, there's so I can make like an entire video on like what I'd like to rebalance. I might actually do that. That might be a fun video. Like what would make Blitzball, like what's the rebalancing of Blitzball look like? I would say for speed differences, players shouldn't have any more than 20 speed difference. So like Ronso Fangs should be speed 50 and the fastest speed should be speed 70. I know that's probably really controversial, but the reasoning is because speed is just, it's dominating because the AI controls the opposing players. It's incredibly easy to score all the time without any offense. And a speed difference of 20 is pretty dramatic. Like, someone with 50 speed will not catch someone with 70 speed, like, in any world. But the fact that there's people with, like, 40 speed and then 99, it's just too much, you know? Like, there's no feasible way that a speed 40 character will ever catch anyone who's level 99. And I guess you can compare it to base. Okay, think about it like this. So base Ronso Fangs have speed 40. Base, not leveled up. Level up, they will go to like 43. But yeah, base Ronso Fangs has speed 40, and generally most players have speed 60. Like pretty much every single Besaid Auroch at the start is speed 60, besides potentially Jasu, or Dado. But yeah, that's a really good baseline to think. So if you're thinking about like the biggest difference that characters will ever have in speed is what like Besaid Aurochs versus Ronso Fangs are. Like, and even that, like as you play it, it seems like a little bit much. No, I think it's a really good idea. It's one of the things I would like to introduce if they change it up. It's just, I don't know, speed is such a huge, like, I don't know, such a huge advantage. Like, there's a reason, like, the perfect Blitzball team I recorded, there's times where they would just get crushed by someone who's just faster. Like, regardless of stats. Because you can't even encounter someone. I mean, how can you expect to do anything? Yeah. Another interesting idea, which I think would be, I'm on it, would be having it like an ability in itself, or like, I don't know, like use up more HP, like rebalance HP, to where if you want your players to be super fast, they get really tired really quickly, and then they have their speed, which would be a huge setback though. That's incredibly detrimental. I don't know. Those are like my two ideas just off the top of my head. I think the first one's a really good idea, just to limit the abuse of speed that you can see in games. It's just too much, man. Really, at the end of the day, it's just too much. Yeah. Anyways, looks like we are encountering yet again. It's gonna be 4-1 final score. So yeah, that's pretty good though. Got a little bit of experience, not too much. Leveled up our guy Ronso. We're gonna get more shoot, endurance, attack, block, HP, all the stuff. All the stuff. No speed. It looks like we're top scorer. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and when you come back, we'll finish up this tournament. Until next time.